Now today, literally as we speak, Kyle, we're hitting an all-time high in Bitcoin. By the way, I don't think that's a coincidence. Obviously, there's two powerful people here talking about it. But at the same time, due to as posted as a graph in Twitter by my friend Benjamin Cowan, who runs Into the Cryptoverse, the social interest in crypto is almost at an all-time low. And he plotted it back to 2020. And you can literally see the YouTube searches and the videos and everything peak in 21 when we hit 69K in Bitcoin. Now we're at 109 and it's almost down at zero. So obviously institutions are in, the ETF people are buying, the Saudi funds and the Abu Dhabi funds are buying, World Liberty's in, Bank of America CEO says he's ready to do the stablecoin as soon as Genius passes. And yet retail is at an all-time low. And you even said anecdotally, people in Austin don't know what crypto is. What is going on here? And is this potentially good news because it means when they do come on, we're going to have a crazy bull run?
Yeah, it's a really interesting point. And I think that what happened here is, I think that we haven't had an alt season yet. We had many bull runs within very specific niches over the past year and a half or so. And what happened was it was a massive value extracting experiment. And, we had meme coin runs, we had, these AI agent runs, and meme coins for sure, largely 99.99% are garbage. I will say that it's a free market. And I believe that true builders who want to build community, who want to build IP, who want to turn that into a brand, I think that they have every right to do so. And so I'm completely open and in fact support a couple that are doing that. But large in part, it was value extracting. Companies like Pump Fund were making crazy money. We had billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, tens of billions, hundreds of billions of dollars trading through the meme coin space. And everyone was promising and looking to get rich quick. And so retail did come back for a second. Before we had that little blow off top in that market, we had the Coinbase app and the Phantom app on Solana, climbing through the App Store ranking. And for a second there, they were at the top. And that's why we had this blow off top there. What happened is all those people lost money. And all the people like Hayden Davis, who started the Argentina coin, Melania coin, maximum value extracting, stole over $100 million from people. I believe that even though we've stopped going after crypto companies, we need to go after people like that who are just literally taking retail's money, putting it in their pocket shamelessly. I just did an interview with the New York Post. It went out last Sunday about influencers who shamelessly, this guy from Dubai, shameless, I create pump and dumps and I've done over 100 and I made millions of dollars from it, and just completely shameless about it. So I think what happened is we did have retail come back for a minute there, right? I did get, you probably feel it too. I did get a lot of views on my YouTube videos when I was doing that, right? And now I'm at about, a quarter or a third of what I was doing back at that point. So retail did come back, but
how do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
They got burnt and they're pissed and they're upset and they stopped watching our channels. They stopped participating. They went back to their old life, right? And most of these guys weren't investors before. They were teens on TikTok and they were whatever, people in the trenches hanging out, trying to get rich quick. People like that kid, who did the rug pull, that token that was famous. That was, so we got completely burnt. The retail got completely burnt. And I think that they had PTSD still. And so but this new all-time high, I believe that over the next this is going to make news today, obviously. It's going to get attention to people, obviously, and they're going to come back cautiously. I think, though, to your point, this is also why it's so important for me to be in America right now, because I'm looking for a new audience to participate in things like Paid and Commonwealth. People who aren't looking to get rich overnight, but want to allocate a small portion of what they make every month into making a better future for themselves by investing what they can't afford to lose into solid potential companies that could be the next Coinbase and Kraken and Ripple, and Securitize and Circle. The things that I invested into 7-8 years ago, only one of them has gone public so far. That was Coinbase, but I expect Ripple to go public. I expect Kraken to go public. So I know Circle is considering being acquired or going public. So finally, 8 years later, but these investments I made 7-8 years ago are finally coming to fruition. And probably if I had just maintained a 9-to-5 job between then and now, that probably would have retired me. And the 7 to 8 year time horizon is fantastic for people looking to make a financial massive shift in their life, retire essentially, if you will, rather than working a 9-to-5 and spending your money on Starbucks and other junk, invested it in quality things. So that's why I think it's important for America to open up, because America has been, in a way, protected from a lot of this is happening. And I didn't realize how walled off America was until I came back here and moved here. Like, it's crazy. These people who own these houses, they know nothing about it. I can show them. I'm very crypto rich, very cash poor. And they're just looking at me like, I don't know if I'm gonna let you in my house. I'm gonna let you rent it. I don't know if you can make the rent payments. It's like, yeah, but I showed you my aggregate, my wallets. But they're like, well, but isn't crypto volatile? But yeah, but like, look, there's like, still 10 years of rent in stablecoin. Like, it's, what is a stablecoin? It's crazy. So this whole market, I gave you the stat earlier, 50 million Americans own Bitcoin, but how many of them have looked into what's beyond Bitcoin? Right. And I know that you probably had the same experience. I had the same experience. Everyone who comes in has the same experience. First, we're introduced to Bitcoin, usually. Although I'll tell you, in America, most people have XRP over Bitcoin, which is crazy. But there's a lot, so that they have to go through that learning curve. And then first they have to get comfortable and familiar with what is Bitcoin. And then they have to understand what are smart contracts. And that's a whole nother mind-blowing experiment.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.